Thank you.
All right, IR 1008, amending the 2017 capital budget and program and accepting and appropriating funds in connection with Connect Trails, Suffolk County.
So what this will do will be a feasibility study about connecting all of the, existing blueways. We want to make sure there are access points that are accessible, that are safe, and that are varied throughout, geographically spread out throughout the county so that all of our residents have access to the water and to trails so they can use non-motorized craft.
I'm having a big, I'm having a big problem. $60,000 for what exactly are we going to get for $60,000?
So this would allow the funding of some staff to do mapping, looking at the evaluating the feasibility, engaging some public groups, many public groups, civic organizations into their ideas for public access, prioritizing public access. There may be...
We're going to get a map at the end.
A plan.
We're not going to build any more waterways, so it's...
No.
We're not going to do dredging things, so we're going to get a map. How much was the total cost for all this?
I don't have this information. I wasn't prepared to answer questions today. Legislator Hahn might have that information, or her staff.
$1 million? $1,400,000?
So there's in the adopted capital program for 2017, there's $500,000 in each of 2018 and 2019. So it remains to be seen what exactly the cost would be, but assuming that that came out to be the case, there would be $500,000 in each of the next 2 years, 2018, 2019.
And that's not state, that's our money.
Correct. I'm pretty sure, yes.
I mean, I got to think the public's saying you're spending $1 million, $1.5 million to put signs up where you can put your kayak in. Hey, listen, I'm all for this, but $1 million, this is insane. In the town I live in, we have facilities, we have the places, we go in and people do it all the time. I don't think we need to spend $1 million.
This is for accepting $60,000 from the state. We got a grant to do this. This is not our money. This is money the state is giving.
I don't know what we're going to get for $60,000. I want to know what I'm going to get for $60,000.
So we just told you that. We answered the question now 3 times. Yes, you have to do a plan.
I literally could go back to my office and start calling, and in 2 days tell you what the access points are. I don't know where $60,000 come from. And I don't want to hire a consultant to do this and get the same thing that someone could do in 2 days.
Because the total is $1.4 million. I'm trying to. Is that for hours? Is that for our staffing? Is that for implementation of the actual trail?
It's anticipated that this process will take up to 12 months to 24 months for completion.
What? I'm sorry, but that does tie in with the other capital budget items for the grand total of $1.4 million, and I'm not sure, like how does that all? How do you envision the timeline on spending that money and for what?
I'm not sure when we're going to be looking to move that money forward.
But the resolution references that, so there must be some sort of. It didn't grow there. Somebody put it in there for a reason, right?
But we didn't write the resolution, so I don't know why. It's legislators Hahn legislation.
So I think they were looking, Bureau. I can't remember who worked with this. I think they were looking for a place to put the money.
I want to know, what are we getting for $60,000? You just made a statement that it's going to take between 12 and 24 months. They built the Empire State Building in 11 months. Why does something like this take 12 to 24 months?
Community engagement, engaging all of the users.
What does that mean? I want to know what that means.
So it means meeting specifically with civic groups, with different sports clubs, kayaking, and other groups to get their input on access points throughout the county.
And I don't want to be spending $1,400,000 on where we can put our kayaks in, because when I go to kayak, I go to the place, I put it in the water, and I go.
It's to develop a plan that people can go from point to point to point by water and access the various parks that are available to the towns, the counties, and the state.
It took me 5 seconds to find it. I just Googled it, and I have a list of every access point.
Every access point where?
In Suffolk County. Click on directions to where you go for kayak launching sites. It took me 4 seconds to do. That'll be $60,000.